What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Grimedogs, episode 5. You'll notice this is a solo show this week. Patrick had a few prior commitments, but didn't want to let the fans down. So he asked me to make a solo episode, and here we are. There have been a few questions this week I've seen amongst the community about what really is a Grimedog. So I'm here to set the record straight with a little informational episode this week, kind of switching it up. First off is affordability. You really should only be paying about $1 to $3, maybe $4, depending on the area for a Grimedog. You want to be able to go into the shop and order a whole bunch of them for you and your friends without worrying about everybody Venmoing you. Just a few bucks. And it's a small price to pay to share a good meal with a friend. Number 2, it's gotta have chili. Ideally chili, mustard, and onions, although some places don't do the mustard. Not sure why. I love the tang of the mustard. It cuts right through the meaty richness of the dog and the chili and complements the onions very nicely. That being said, if some places don't do the mustard, that's their way, and who am I to tell them what to do? The chili should be a fine, pasty chili, almost like a sauce, but not too runny. Some places put beans in their chili, and while I love beans, I could eat just beans all day. On a Grimedog, the method of delivery is handheld. You can't have beans falling off the dog, onto your pants, onto the floor, going to waste, God forbid. So it's got to have a nice, fine paste chili. Number 3 is grime. This one's hard to define, but you know it when you see it. Grime typically means dirty, and dirty itself is often associated with hot dogs, such as the dirty water dog from New York City. But this is nothing but an attempt to degrade the simple pleasures of the working man or woman by the elitists who just don't know good eating. We here at Grimedogs are attempting to flip the script of that perception. Whether the dog is grilled, boiled, cooked with a magnifying glass on a sunny day, or any other method, it must be slathered with a thick layer of a pasty, savory chili, the great equalizer. No matter the quality or cooking method of the dog, it all looks the same under those grimy toppings and can be enjoyed as such. Finally, I wanted to break down the rating system for you folks. As you've seen in our previous videos, we give the dogs 3 scores: appearance, flavor, and grime. Appearance. Is that dog covered in chili? Does it have onions on it? Is there a little mustard in there? Some places don't do mustard. That might affect your score a tiny bit, but it also affects the flavor. Moving on to number 2. That mustard's kind of imperative for us to give you a really good flavor score. Now I just wanted to break down the rating system for you folks as well. As you've seen in the previous videos, we give the dogs 3 scores: appearance, flavor, and grime. When it comes to appearance, we want that dog covered in chili, and we want that chili to be a pasty chili. Beans, they don't belong on a Grimedog, though as you've seen, we have eaten a few. We also want to see those onions, and we want to see a little mustard on there too. 2 is flavor. Is the dog good? Are there enough onions on there? Are there too many onions on there? How's the chili? Are there beans in the chili? Is it the right consistency? Is it the right smoky, beefy flavor on top of that dog? And then important for us is there mustard on there to put a little tangy cut through all of those rich, complex flavors in the dog? Number 3 is the grime score. How close is this dog to a perfect Grimedog? The perfect Grimedog has that pasty chili, has those onions on it, has that mustard in there, and it's also kind of oozing a little bit with grease. You know, my mom certainly wouldn't eat one, and that's a green light for me. I want to make a quick disclaimer. Griminess does not reflect the cleanliness of the restaurant or the quality of the ingredients. Griminess to us just means it's an affordable, tasty dog that you can share with your friends. Now, this wouldn't be a Grimedogs video if we didn't have a little dog in it. That's why I traveled to Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, to the Carlisle Pike, to Sheetz. That's right, they got 2 dogs for $1 right now, and guess what? I got 2, but I only have 1 to show you because I ate it already. Now this is what we're looking at here. This is an ideal looking Grimedog, and appearance-wise, I mean, it's got the pasty chili. I see those onions on top, and I got some mustard in there, which is what we like to see. Solid bun too, not dripping, not greasy, but if you can see on the packaging, we got a little schmutz in there, so I think it's acceptable. I'm thinking appearance-wise, I'm probably going, this might be an 8.5. This is a really good-looking Grimedog. I like it a lot. So I think I'm just gonna get right in here and get onto the flavor because I'm hungry. Oh, wow. Am I surprised? No, Sheetz always does a great job on their hot dogs. Good portion of mustard in there. Dog's a little thin, but what are you gonna do? The onions are great, not too overpowering like some other dogs we've had, and the chili's just it's a good grimy chili, but it's nothing special. It's a good chili though. I mean, these are the type of dogs, they cost like $1. You get like 7 of them, pass them out to your friends. You're the hero of the day. I could probably eat this in like 3 bites, but I'll spare the gruesome details for off the camera. Gonna go straight into the flavor score here. Probably hitting here, there's a lot of mustard, but I'm probably hitting around a 7.5. Not quite the 8, but I think a 7's just a little too middle of the road for this thing. And then looking at it, grime score wise, you heard what I said about the affordability. You heard what I said about the pasty chili, the mustard, the onions, the dog. I couldn't quite give this a 10. I might not even be able to give this a 9.5, but maybe an 8.5 for this guy here, just because it's kind of a, you know, run-of-the-mill, mass-produced hot dog. I'm sure the folks at Sheetz do a great job, but it's really those mom and pop joints that give you all the love they pour into the cooking. So, yeah, I'm going with an 8.5. Quality Grimedog, just missing that family touch. And that's it. And that's it for folks for this week. Little stutter there. That's it. I got to finish up this Grimedog and be on my way. Thanks for tuning in.